Hello and welcome to my channel if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. This is the Bookish Life of Laura. I am Laura and today I'm talking about all the books that I have read so far in 2020 that I have not enjoyed. So this is part 2 of a video that I did earlier this week where I talked about all the books that I have read this year that I have enjoyed. So I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it yet. But for today, I am talking about everything that I haven't liked. So that means any book that I gave 3-star or lower. Now, some 3 stars, I wouldn't say that I disliked them, but I definitely didn't like them either. So that's why they're on this list instead of the other one. There are some 2 stars on here. Luckily no 1 stars yet, so that's always nice. I would love to have a whole year with no 1-star reads. It's probably not gonna happen, but it'd be great. I only have 8 books to talk about for this video, so let's get into it. The first book that I read that I didn't really like was 15 Dogs by Alexis. I gave this one a 2.5 stars. So this book, I picked it up at a used bookstore years ago. I think it came out in 2015. I think I bought it in 2016. So I've had it for way too long. I was really hoping that I would like it because it's Canadian and I always want to read more books from my country. I don't read nearly enough of them. So I was really hoping to like this one and I just didn't. I had a feeling that I wouldn't. I bought this book when I was wanting to try to get into more literary fiction. So I bought it, never touched it. I have this little TBR jar where I wrote down every book that I have on my shelf that I haven't read yet and put it in a jar. And basically every once in a while I go into that jar, pick out a random one, whatever I get I have to read, and if I don't read it, I will get rid of that book. That jar I still have packed away in a box somewhere, so I can't show it to you. Hopefully I'll find it and take a photo of it by the time that I edit this video, so if I did, it'll be right here and you can see how cute it is. It's adorable. I love it. So I made that at the end of December. My plan was to do one every single month and just slowly get my TBR down on my actual shelves, but then I moved and I just haven't seen it in 2 months. So I've only pulled 1 book out of there so far, and it was this book, so I read it. I hated it, to be honest. It wasn't that bad, it just wasn't for me. I was trying to get into literary fiction knowing that I would not enjoy the genre. I don't know why I thought that I would, but I didn't, and I'm so sad that I did because I really want to hype up Canadian books more because people just forget about us. Come on. We're huge. How do you forget that we exist? Anyway, I'm kidding. I just kind of read as being a bit pretentious, which I feel bad saying, but it was kind of pretentious. And I just, I got it. I understood it. I just thought that it was boring. The writing style was just kind of dry for me. I found the humor to be, not my humor, I guess. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't for me at all. I then read Winterwood by Shea Earnshaw. Oh god. If you look at my review for this on Goodreads, the first word that you'll see is yikes. So that should tell you something. I gave this book a 2 stars. It was just... This was mostly my fault. I didn't look at the genre tags on Goodreads before I picked this up. I didn't realize that it was going to be mostly romance. I thought that it was going to be mostly spooky forest and cool magic and all that fun stuff. It was mostly romance. I don't like YA romance very much. I don't mind when it's part of the story. I just don't like when it's the main focus. So didn't like this book at all. I do still plan to read The Wicked Deep. I own that book. I bought it from Book Depository before I read Winterwood, and I read Winterwood 2 weeks after buying it, and then I was reading it and I was like, ooh, kind of regret buying the other book by her, but I'm still gonna read it mainly just because I own it. I probably won't be picking up her other books in the future. Her writing style is just not really for me. Next up was Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. I was so sad about this. I wanted to love it, and I don't dislike it. This is one of those books where it kind of straddles the line between liked and disliked, but ultimately I put it on this list, but it's it's barely here, you know? It's almost on the liked one, but it's not. So this one got a 3 stars for me. This is a retelling of The Count of Monte Cristo, which I think I would have liked it more if I'd read that book and knew the story, but I don't. So a lot of it just kind of went over my head, and I think a lot of the character decisions didn't make sense to me, but I feel like they were probably just the plot of the original book. So I feel like if I'd read that book, I would have understood the characters a bit more, but whatever. So that one got a 3 stars for me. My roommate just came home and brought me an ice cap. Love that. Thank you, roomie. I then read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander. This is the like actual short story, not the play thing. This one got a 2.5. It was just okay. Kind of boring, to be honest. I'm not really sure what I was expecting from it because like it's literally just a Hogwarts textbook. So, but it was boring. End of story. And these next few books I've already talked about in my March wrap up, which I will link down below if you want to see them. So those books are The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra, Clare, and Wesley Chu. That one got a 3 stars. Then there was The Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenseller, which got 2 stars. Blood Countess by Lana Popovic, which got 3 stars. This one I lowered my rating from a 3.5 to a 3 because after thinking about it for this video, I was like, nah, actually, this one should be on the didn't like list, so that one's been lowered to a 3. And finally, The Winter Duke by Clare, Eliza, Bartlett, which was also lowered from a 3.5 to a 3. That is all the books that I have read so far in 2020 that I have not liked. Because my channel is so new and I didn't start it at the beginning of the year, I wanted to kind of go over everything that I had read so far this year and kind of get that out of the way instead of having to go back and do like a January wrap up and a February one. Again, I will link my video for the books that I did like down below if you want to see that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!